am not bashing Giveon. I would never. Only thing I would love to do is to sit with him. Let me stop playing. To sit with him and really like hear more from, you know, the male perspective. What do you mean by you don't do well alone? It's time to vlog. We're blah blah blah. Ooh, vlog. We're blah blah blah. Well, let's go.
What's up? What's up, y'all, and welcome to another episode of Blah Blah Blog. It's your girl Marsha, aka Dulce, author of Baggage Claim, a life story, available on Amazon as well as my website mmdulce.com. I give you 6 chapters of this juicy 21 chapter novel for the free ski. You're welcome, but that's not why you're here, although bring that back. I really do hope you check that out. But that's not why you guys are here. You guys are here because you guys want to get into Giveon. However you want to say his name. I think it's Giveon. So 16 hours ago from this point today of recording, Giveon released this sultry clip of him singing from one of his singles, and he captioned it, "Tempted When You're Gone." So I was a little curious and of course very attracted. So, you know, I definitely wanted to tune in and hear what this dreamboat of a man was singing. So I realized upon listening to the lyrics, something just I really could not help but think about the mental health aspect of the lyrics. Okay, I'm gonna play it just as I'm watching it, just so my commentary is fresh as well. Okay.
Trying to be all that I can be here. When you're not with me, it's hard because it's lonely. Honestly, I told them I'm in love with you, but they're okay with being number 2. Drifting, I said, but I ain't did nothing wrong yet. I'm tempted when you're gone, cause I don't do well alone. They want me more than ever now, and I'm scared that I want them to.
Okay, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed watching it for like the 15th time today. That was absolutely beautiful. I think he is just such a great vocalist. I'm really excited because this is, of course, the beginning of his career. As you know, Giveon is a very new artist to mainstream. I'm not sure how long he's been around. I may Google that and insert that down at the bottom when I'm editing this video, but this is going to be a quick one. I just wanted to get into the lyrics, okay? So as you can hear, you know, he's really professing his love and how much he really does appreciate this person, right? However, he's also mentioning when she's not around how hard it gets, not just because of course he's missing her, which we can imply just by how much he really likes her, but I think I want to run it back a little bit, but like when he says, because I don't do well alone. I think that is really big, and why I said I couldn't help but get into the mental health space of this and the mental health aspect of these lyrics is because I think when we think about why men cheat, right, we often try to justify or try to put some logic behind it. But I think the nitty gritty of it is that a lot of us, men and women alike, have a hard time being alone. And when we think about, okay, what's the big deal with being alone? Like where do we insert cheating here? Why do we feel like we have to go to cheating? Because at the end, he does say, they want me more than, you know, ever now, or whatever he says. And I'm scared I want them too. Ooh, I was like, hold up. Run that back, okay? Because he's obviously talking about his newfound fame. I'm assuming he's talking about himself in real time, in real life. He's talking about how now he has all this fame. I mean, women throwing panties all over the place, you know what I'm saying? But like, he is an attractive black man who can sing with nice skin and a full head of hair. Oh my God. So like, of course he is definitely wanted. Now he has, you know, obviously this fame on top of that, that's also going to attract people that might not have even been attracted to you beforehand, but now they're like, oh my God, Giveon, I want to, okay, you know what I was going to say. But at any rate, At any rate, you know, he's talking about this attention, and this is what's hard, whether you're famous or not. What I think it's hard for a lot of people to do is to be okay alone and not give into the validation that you know you're gonna get from people that are always giving you attention. And so when you're in a relationship and you know your partner's not there, but you're feeling lonely, you have to examine, okay, well, where are these feelings of loneliness still coming from? If I know that I have someone somewhere in this world that does love me, that does care for me, that I do have a really great bond with, why is it that a lot of people act out of loneliness and thus engage in infidelity? That's a very, very, very interesting question to delve into. But like he says, he doesn't do well alone. A lot of people don't. And I think this is why our generation, millennials and Gen Z together, like these two generations are the most okay, because we have social media, so we are never really alone. Even when I'm alone in my bedroom in the middle of the night, even if my roommate is asleep, even if I call somebody and they're asleep, I can just, and I am connected to millions of other people that are awake, whether you're talking about getting on Reddit, YouTube, or Twitter, Instagram, it doesn't matter, TikTok. There are people that you can instantly feel connected to because of the power of social media and the internet combined. That's great for many different reasons. We're not talking about that though. We're talking about the validation, the attention, and why a lot of people tend to struggle being alone. Now, I am not bashing Giveon. I would never. Only thing I would love to do is to sit with him. Let me stop playing. To sit with him and really like hear more from, you know, the male perspective. What do you mean by you don't do well alone? What happens when you're alone? And I think this is something that a lot of people have to investigate a little bit further, because at the end of the day, if you don't feel secure, not just in your relationship, trusting that who you're with is, you know, upholding the integrity of the relationship. If you don't feel secure within yourself, you're going to constantly seek validation from outside parties because you don't feel complete within. And you've heard that cheesy saying, you can't pour from an empty cup. And a lot of us, we look like a very fabulous goblet on the outside, but there's so many like little holes of insecurity. Maybe you haven't really, you know, really anchored down in the truth that you are someone special, you are someone worthy, you are someone beautiful or handsome or sexy or attractive or man enough or womanly enough for others out there. And it doesn't matter how much validation you're getting from your partner. That's special and that is absolutely important, absolutely. But if you don't have that inner validation telling you you are enough, I know I'm enough and I'm good, I don't need anything more, you will constantly look outside of your relationship for that validation. And thus, you know, hence he talks about that fear of wanting them back. It feels good to be wanted. And I mean, honestly, I think you can be the most confident person, and some people still seek for, you know, that affirmation. They seek that validation and attention and that praise. It feels good for their egos. So you have to really reach a point of maturity where you don't care about groupies. You don't care about these little itty bitty old things, these one-nighters that might come by and come your way, whatever, because you're like, I'm good, I'm secure within myself, I'm secure within my relationship. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of people, a lot of 20-somethings out there are, and younger and older, are still struggling with the fact that they don't have peace within. They don't really feel anchored down in wholeness. And thus it's easy to kind of cheat, you know? And then of course, a lot of people cheat for other reasons, but I am not talking about those other reasons. I'm talking about the fear of being alone. I'm talking about how people struggle with the absence of their partners or their loved one to feel loved. That's I think the essence of it, that a lot of people feel incomplete without constant praise. My air conditioner just went off. Without constant praise, without constant recognition, without constant attention. Some people will never feel like they're enough without receiving that constant validation. And what about when you're not in town? What about when you can't call them to say, ooh, or what if someone can give you a more stronger, because it's kind of like a drug. Attention is like a drug. You can FaceTime your boo and you can, you know, do some other things on FaceTime. But what if you felt like, I feel wanted by you? Yes. I don't know why I'm like, I should have at least did this. I feel wanted by you, yes, which is actually like this yet. Oh my God, do people even say call me? Do they just say call me? Like, that's weird. Anyways, like, you can say that you feel wanted by this person, but if you have someone knocking on your door, you feel like, ooh, someone just came out of their way. Ooh, someone said they're flying in. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't even know what dance that was, but like, you have to realize that there has to be a point where you are satisfied with just that FaceTime call or that text or that, you know, that phone call that you have with your loved one to remain honest and loyal in that relationship, to where you don't need to entertain those outside distractions and seemingly sources of validation and attention, because you don't need it anymore. So I think it's very interesting. That's all I really wanted to say. I want you guys to let me know, what do you guys think of these lyrics? Okay, run that video back if you need to. Definitely support and stream all of this sexy motherfucking songs, okay? Giveon, if you end up watching this, I'm highly single, okay? It's super awkward. I can make you laugh. I can't sing, but I can write, you know, not that you need a writer, but like, I could rap, so like, maybe we could like we could shake the world. We really can. We really can. And you know, if he doesn't see this, like, I just feel like, whatever, it's cool. I'm used to being ignored. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Definitely drop some love down in the comments. Give me your feedback. Do you know about Giveon? Have you ever heard of him? Have you seen this tweet? Do you see how sexy he looks in his California streetwear? Is he from California? I think he is. Anywho, that's all for now. Until next time, my loves, be refined, be ratchet, and be you. And if you're afraid of being alone, call me.